What's up, BigStuf family? My name is Blake. All year long, so many of you guys hit us up and ask, what do our speakers do when they're not at BigStuf? And well, I'm excited to answer that question for you as we get a chance to hang out with another speaker that'll be at camp this summer. This guy made his first BigStuf appearance last summer, and backed by popular demand, Mr. Gerald Fadayomi. Gerald leads a high school ministry just north of Atlanta, and he's invited us to come hang out with him and his team today and get a glimpse into their world. Matter of fact, I think they're waiting for us at lunch right now.
Yo! What up, bro? Hey. Come on, BigStuf. What's up? This is the fam. You made it. We're here for lunch. Let's do it.
We just finished an incredible lunch with Gerald and his team, and it's raining right now, but it's not gonna stop our fun. We're on our way to Brownsbridge right now to learn more about what Gerald does on a daily basis. Should be fun. Let's go. Chill out, chill out, chill out, chill out, chill out.
What's up?
Here.
What's up, bro?
How you feeling?
Come on.
Bomber Morgaine.
Oh, stop.
Brownsbridge.
Oh, come on, you made it.
Where's your office at? I gotta know.
So the team's over here, offices are upstairs.
Here we are. Where the office is right now. Brownsbridge.
You don't have to whisper. You can talk.
This is your spot.
Yeah, it's my spot.
This is you. Okay, so you got this long table for the team.
So this is where we have our team meetings. On this wall over here, this is our saying. This is what we're after.
Okay.
We want every student at every school to experience the love of God. So that's it. So that way we don't have to.
Gerald, what are you doing right now?
Welcome to
Got him. We just finished an incredible lunch right down the street. Now we're back here at Brownsbridge. Dude, thank you for letting us get a chance to hang out with you, ask you a few questions. Now, I know last summer was your first summer at BigStuf.
It was, yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about that experience.
Oh, it was incredible. I'd actually been to BigStuf the year before.
Okay.
A lot of people know Stuart Hall, so I heard about him. I'd never actually heard him speak. So I showed up, sat in the back of the room, watched Stuart give an incredible message, and I was just blown away by BigStuf and the number of students that were there.
A year later, you're there speaking.
And then a year later, I'm there.
Come on.
And I have to speak before Stuart, which is intimidating because he's amazing. But I walk out and I just see all the students from all these different states, from all over the U.S.
Right.
And, oh man, it was just so much fun. It was electric in the room. It was a great time.
Come on, that's awesome. And so you spoke there, and then you're coming back this summer, which we're excited to have you back.
Back this summer, 3 camps.
Come on,
6,
it's gonna
7,
be
and
amazing.
9.
Now, I know, talking to you just recently, you guys had an event here that was pretty massive. Tell us a little bit more about the event that just took place right here at your church.
Yeah, it was wild. Over 900 students from our county showed up.
900.
900. 900, bro. It was wild. 3-day camp here at Brownsbridge in the building. So they showed up night 1. We had some sessions. We talked to them about their future. That night we did a silent disco, which was wild. You got people doing the YMCA and the wobble at the same time.
So it was like different channels, right?
Different channels, different colors on the headphones, 3 different DJs.
Wow.
Nuts.
So you said 900. Now I know just from hanging out with you outside of this that you guys are doing about 800 students every Sunday here.
Yeah, every week.
I mean, that's not normal. So how are you guys able to do that? 900 students at a camp, 800 students every Sunday. What is that?
Yeah, that's a great question, man. I think, you know, like when you walk into an environment, you see the person who's speaking from stage, you hear the music, you see the worship leaders, you kind of see all the production, you see everything that happens. But what I've learned over the last few years just doing ministry here is that's not how it works at all. That it's a team, that it takes a really great team of people, a lot of people who do stuff behind the scenes that makes everything work for a Sunday. And so we have a team full of really great people who work with small groups, who do logistics, who plan the services out, who meet with students. We just have a team of people who do a lot of work Monday through Saturday to make Sundays go. And because of their investment, we had a bunch of students that show up, which is super cool.
Every Sunday.
Every Sunday.
800.
800 and 200 small group leaders. Yeah.
That's incredible. And so with that, I know, kind of just knowing your story, it actually didn't start here for you. The emphasis of team actually started right down the street. Tell us a little bit more about where it started.
Yeah, about 20 minutes down the road is when I first started to understand the idea of team, right? Like, and it wasn't a team that was working towards building a ministry or a team that was working towards building like this massive thing for students. It was when I realized that like I needed a team personally to be the best version of myself.
Right.
And that I had to surround myself with people who had my best interests in mind and who wanted to see me succeed in life and who wanted to see me make wise decisions. And so like this idea of team isn't just a ministry thing, it's a personal thing. And honestly, if I could get students to understand like your team, the people that you hang out with each and every day, the people you do life with, is going to determine where you end up in life. But it's also your team that's going to determine how well you succeed in business and ministry,
in every
in career, in any area of life.
Wow. So. And I say let's take a trip down to the Y and see where it all started.
Let's
That's cool with you?
Yeah, let's go.
Love it. So here we are, we just got to the Y. This is where you used to work at. I know this place has played a huge part in your story. I mean, tell us a little bit more about what this place is.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first place I played basketball. I was basically LeBron.
Honest, were you good?
I was the greatest of all time. Okay, so Jordan and LeBron in one body. That was
okay.
Man, so the first place I ever worked was in this building. The first place that I did ministry, where I actually hung out with students and got to know them and invest in their lives. And what's crazy about that though is that the reason I did that was because someone invested in my life when I was here in high school.
At this spot?
At this spot, yeah, the Y. And I actually heard the song that led me to follow Christ at this place. I heard How He Loves in the parking lot right
where we just walked in from.
Yeah, for the first time. Took me to a church, and it led me on this journey of figuring out who Jesus was. So it changed my life, man.
And then you spoke here for the first time.
Very first time I ever spoke to a group of students was
right down here?
Yeah, in that teen center.
Were you nervous?
I was on the floor, 100 students up in the bleachers, a whole 100 students, and I was freaking out.
And you just at a camp with 900.
Yeah.
Run a high school ministry with 800 students.
Yep.
It'll be a BigStuf this summer.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, this is incredible. So I guess my last question for you is, do you feel like you've seen God kind of reveal an underlying theme as far as when you were in this season and even when the season you're in now?
Yeah, I mean, when I look back on my life, there's really two things that I see.
Right.
As one is you're never too far, you're never too broken, you're never too disqualified to be used by God, right? Like, I'm a kid who came from a single parent household whose mom went to jail at 16, and I was hanging out at a YMCA, and who knew that he would take that kid and give him an opportunity to invest in other people, to give him a chance to speak at a camp like BigStuf. And so for students who think, man, like, I'm not good enough, or I'm too broken, or I've made too many mistakes, or my life isn't perfect enough to be used by God, man, I just want you to know it's not true. That God can use you wherever you are. And then the second thing I've seen in my life, and we've kind of talked about this all day, it's about team, right? Like, you can't do it on your own. You got to have some good people around you, and it doesn't matter what age you are, starting from high school, middle school, if you got a good group of friends around you, a good team around you, God can really do something with that and take you to places you could never imagine.
Incredible.
So.
Bro, so excited that you're at BigStuf this summer. And there you have it. One speaker down, and we're that much closer to BigStuf 2018. We're excited to have Gerald with us this summer, and even more, we're excited to see you as well. If you haven't signed up yet, head to BigStuf.com right now. Go ahead and secure your spot, and we'll see you in Panama City Beach, Florida.